Well, welcome into High School Game Time, the only Friday night show in Northeast Wisconsin dedicated to high school football. Well, you got two teams 2 years removed from state titles, both 1 year after some disappointing seasons. Brilliant and Kewanee, they're no strangers to success nor to one another. Should be a good one in our High School Game Time Game of the Week. Always a good one when you're out at Brilliant. It's an OP large rivalry. Brilliant, well, they're coming off a basketball state title, not a football state title, trying to dunk Kewanee early on. It's the Storm striking first. 8-yard pass to from Caleb Johnson to Ben Miller. 7-0 Storm on top. Brilliant, though, they would strike back. How about Eric Kittle kind of on the little end around? He's a running back. They line him up all over the place. Coach's son, point guard, he does it all. That makes it 7-7. How about this? Sam Parker for the Lions. He is gone, just breaking loose. Look at the big guy go, switches the ball to the right arm, breaks a tackle. That ends up being 80 yards for the score. Brilliant, up 14-7. Then how about a little bit of luck? This guy's name is Hunter Pop. Look, his little pop right there, and hey, he reels it in for the score. That's better to be lucky than good. Brilliant, both of them on this night. The Lions get the 30-13 win. Prep expert Doug Ritchie caught up with the winning Pete Kittle.
Here we are with Brilliant football coach Pete Kittle. His team 30-13 winners over Kewanee tonight. Pete, talked about this win. Looked pretty good on both sides of the ball. For the second week in a row, only 13 points or less from your opponent.
Yeah, I thought our kids really did a good job. Early in the game, I thought Kewanee kind of punched us in their nose and had us at our heels a little bit. And I wasn't quite sure how we'd respond to that. We got kind of an untested team, and I thought they did a nice job of coming back and playing good football after that. Your
defense last 3 quarters or so shut them down. How happy were you with their defense, your defense?
Very happy. Jeff Schlender, our defense coordinator, does just an awesome job. He made a couple adjustments in game, and the kids responded to him.
Final thing, your team's now 3-0, 5 games left in the regular season. How good do you feel about these kids right now, and do you see a room yet though to improve?
Our focus every week is we got to get better, because if you don't continue to improve, you're never going to be successful at the end. And the point you made was exactly right. We're 3 games in. We got 5 more conference games to go. So there's a lot of football to play, and hopefully a lot of room for us to improve.
Okay, there you go. Winning coach Pete Kittle. Brilliant winners tonight, 30-13. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Doug. Brilliant. Anxiously watching this one. Another 2-0 teams in the OP Large, Wrightstown and Roncalli. Jets' Logan Koss wrestling the ball away from the receiver. The interception for Roncalli, looking good against the number 2 team, Fox 11, top 11. Then it's Alex Katz breaking off the long run. This would break a scoreless tie. He is flying down the sideline, 6-0 Roncalli. Wrightstown would answer the play action. It even fools the cameraman. That's all right. Doug Favory, the grab, one-handed grab at that. Tigers go up 7-6, and Wrightstown maintains their perfect record. The number 2 team takes it 23-12. All right, well, we looked at the Bayport, as a conference contender. And remember Notre Dame, though, last season? They came alive towards the end of the year. They get to the playoffs. Maybe we shouldn't be surprised. They're 2-0 in the FRCC. Tonight, they're taking on Bayport, 9th-ranked team, the Fox 11 top 11. Colton Peterson at QB. Watch this. Not a great throw, but Peyton Armstrong bails them out with the sliding catch. I'd see that one again in top 5 place. Just an idea. Notre Dame, John Nowak's team, always great defense. They held on as tough as they could. Cameron Snyder, the interception. Oh, but lots of Bayport offense. This time to the corner. Peterson finding Drew Newell for another touchdown. The Pirates, they were able to run the ball as well. Look at this, going right up the middle. See the offensive line getting good push. Bayport wins it 35-3. All right, staying in the FRCC, 4th-ranked Green Bay Southwest hosting Pulaski. The Trojans drawing first blood. Kieran Thomas staying on his feet into the end zone for 6. Pulaski up a touchdown. They would strike back, though, as the rain began to fall. Dalton Eldridge rumbles in for the score. However, they missed the extra point. 7-6, late in the second half now. 50 seconds left. Pulaski trying to mount a drive. Southwest, nice D. Stalling the Pulaski drive. They led by a point at the half. Southwest would go on to take a close margin in this one. Final score, 22-15. All right, how about Preble? 2-0 coming in, looking to stay atop the conference against Manitowoc, and Preble did not mess around. Chips down 13-10, not anymore. Ethan Just going 70 yards for the touchdown. All right, Manitowoc hanging in this one. It's 13-7, but the story in the game, Jake Wallenfang from Preble rushed for nearly 300 yards. Listen to this. In the first half alone, had some long touchdowns. That one's 47 yards. Before the half was done, Wallenfang going again. This one from near midfield, going to take it all the way. Wallenfang, an unbelievable night. Preble cruises to the win, taking it 49-14. All right, well, with rain tonight comes, rainbow. Very nice. De Pere and Sheboygan North hoping there's a win, not a pot of gold at the other end. Check out this catch. Alex Herzog, one-handed grab. That would set up a Redbird touchdown. Look for that in top plays as well. Alex Herzog, that's incredible. North, tough time scoring in this one. Got on the board with a field goal. Always good getting the kickers involved. Not a problem for De Pere, though. Herzog slips a defender. Oh, he tried to get the back of his jersey. It didn't work. De Pere goes on to get the win. Fine, 44-14. All right, let's head to the Bay Conference. You got 11th ranked Seymour. Kind of a surprise team to start the year. Can they stay undefeated? Seymour's Cody Plaster, 5-yard touchdown run. Plaster's, wow, that's such a good running back name. 7-0 Seymour. Then Hortonville QB Andrew Thompson, watch this. Watch Tristan Guyette. Unbelievable catch. Stretched down the sideline, 33-yard pass play. 2 plays later, Alex Lasinski would run it in on the sweep, making it 7-7. Seymour, however, they go on to get the win in this one, keeping their record clean, 13-7. Well, a lot of early action in our game so far. Let's go out live to Brilliant, instead of our Game Time Game of the Week. Prep expert Doug Ritchie. Doug, we saw Brilliant. Kewanee hung with them for a while. They had a great game. Your first impressions from tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, I was really impressed with Brilliant. Both sides of the ball, they ran the ball really well with Eric Kittle, Brennan Pribenow and company, and Sam Parker. They combined for about 300 yards on the ground. They threw it when they had to. They beat up Kewanee up front, and that's the way they were able to get 30 points. And defensively, they only allowed 13 points to a Kewanee team that found their offense last week. And Kewanee, if they wouldn't shoot themselves in the foot, if they wouldn't have the bad penalty or the costly turnover, this could have been a much closer game. But really impressed with Brilliant. Definitely belong in our top 11 at number 6, maybe a little higher. Pete Kittle has another good team, and it's going to be interesting the next 2 weeks with their schedule.
Doug, let me ask you about Seymour real quick. We've been talking about their offense, the basketball connection, as you've mentioned a couple times. Tonight they did it with defense, holding Hortonville to just 7 points. Seymour looking more and more like a conference contender.
Yeah, well, you know, they're going to have to get West De Pere eventually, but a nice win tonight, I think 13-7, and they won that game with 6 turnovers. So they, you know, good teams find a way to win ugly, and they won ugly tonight. Seymour's a really interesting team. And the Oski-Cohen combination didn't blow up tonight, but they might need that later when they hit West De Pere.
Yeah, West De Pere certainly standing in the way. Doug, we'll be back to you live in a little bit. Much more game time ahead. Well, Game Time fans of the week will an early battle for conference supremacy. The only 2 undefeated teams in the Eastern Valley Conference. I know it's early, but Little Chute and Freedom, this is a good game tonight. The beat goes on. Freedom hosting Little Chute tonight. Both teams up to good starts. No score in the third, though. Defensive game, Jed Albers takes the handoff, stays in bounds, stays on his feet, and gets the Mustangs on the board. Albers, he's a wide receiver by trade, and this time he's going to reel in a pass from Mitch Siskey for the touchdown. That made it 13-0 Little Chute. The Irish, though, they put together a long drive. Get this, they had 5 fourth down conversions with that Nathaniel Peters score to cap it off. 13-6 at that point, but how about Little Chute? Defense hangs on. They get the win, 13-6. Let's go now to the VFA. Appleton North. They're ranked 7th in our Fox 11 top 11. They got their Game Time Eye Black too. Look at this. No score in the first. Isaac Barthelmess gets through 2 tackles. How did he not go down? 13-yard score, 7-0. Now another chance to score. Tanner Shue lofting it up to 6'5". Frank Van Handel. Just try covering a guy that big. 14-0. And second quarter, they're still trying to cover Van Handel. Shue rolls way right, almost falls, and goes back way left. There he is, Van Handel again. That's probably like a, I don't know, like a 35-yard pass. Maybe he went 5 yards on the field. Anyway, Appleton North, impressive win. They take it 49-0. Fond du Lac hosting Marshfield. There's a long drive for the Tigers, but that did not hinder them early on. Riley Gebelin goes in for the short score. Marshfield They were solid on defense as well. This is Fondy quarterback Andy Matthews. He's back there. He's just looking for options. Nowhere to go. Marshfield goes on to get the win, 35-7. All right, the Wildcats of Oshkosh West head up 41 to take on Neenah. Neenah playing some good defense in the second half. Up 6-0 here. Trevor Thompson getting the sack for the Rockets. Oshkosh West, they had some defense as well. Cole Yoder, he's in the defensive backfield. He's waiting. There he is. Jumps in the way, returns it into Neenah territory. West, good field position, and when you get that good field position, you got to cash in. Michael Lohr taking it in from short yardage. That's what you got to do. Oshkosh West, they get the win 31-19. Well, for the evening, Fox 11 prep expert Doug Ritchie, he's been watching right along with you at home. We go back live to Brilliant High School, site of our Game Time Game of the Week. Doug, your final thoughts on the evening? Some good games, some statement wins.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to apologize right now to Green Bay Preble for not ranking them. They are ranked. They're going in somewhere. Jake Wallenfang, Heisman Trophy. We don't give it up, but we're going to give it to him anyway. Preble really impressive so far this year. Big win at Manitowoc, 49-14. Also, Little Chute and Freedom. Nobody thought that they would be playing for supremacy in the EVC, and now Little Chute, they're known for Turner Botts hitting threes and Kenny Lowe from dunking the ball. Now they're playing football. They might win this conference. Really impressive. And the other thing, Wrightstown, the 23-12 win tonight against Roncalli. Wrightstown and Brilliant are now tied for first at 3-0. If these teams do remain undefeated after next week, I sense a game of the week in Wrightstown in 2 weeks. Brilliant Wrightstown could be an awesome game to watch. Hope I'm there.
Doug, I know some people with some sway in our Game Time Games of the Week.